Welcome back to the track. So today we are midget racing, and midget racing isn't like it once was, okay? I drive for Dave Step, and Dave Step hires me to drive the car, and he gives me 50% of the winnings. And so that's not the same for everybody though, because like these guys behind me there, I'm told that it's $300,000 to rent their car for the year. These boys over here, they have their own stuff, Hondas, they got their own program, and that's all family funded. Next car, family funded. Next team here, they hire a driver. Next team here, I think that's probably a family owned team. Okay, so back to $300,000 to rent a Keith Kunz ride, okay? And that sounds like a ton of money, but from my personal experiences racing with my dad, we went out, we bought a midget, I think it was $20,000. We went to the racetrack and we spent a decade, I'm gonna say roughly, going to the racetrack, learning how to go fast, learning what it takes to go fast and how to win races. And you know, I don't know what my dad spent. I bet you he spent 50 grand a year minimum. But what if your family had a big, you know, company and they had a bunch of funding because they had a big business? Then you wouldn't necessarily have the time to go racing midgets the way me and my dad raced midgets, the way I learned how to race midgets, okay? These guys over here, they hire their two drivers. They have Toyotas. Ed Pink does their stuff, really nice stuff. The next one, family-owned car, really nice stuff. Old Reinbold here, he has nothing but the best stuff. He hires all the guys. He's got good guys. Hi, is that your car? Tanner back there. Everybody knows I'm not even gonna
sponsor me that YouTube money.
I wish I had that. I'm trying to make that YouTube money actually, Tanner. I'm over here. I'm walking through the pits right now.
Tanner Holmes Jr.
I'm walking through the pits right now. Did you hear Johnny call Tanner Thorson last night?
Yeah,
that was awesome.
You heard it too. Come on.
I'm actually walking through the pits talking about how it's 300 grand to rent the KKM stuff, and who all like owns their stuff, who all drives for their dad, who all has like hired guys like Reinbold.
I'm daddy though.
He is daddy. He is daddy. But because a lot of people don't know, like my people don't know that it's 300 grand, but I was also talking about how it's not 300.
No, it is.
Okay, I wasn't sure about that. I was just speaking. So, but what I was saying,
350 now.
what I was telling them was like how me and my dad bought a midget and we went racing for 10 years and my dad spent what he kind of spent, and how if your family has some funding, you can rent that and be on the fast track with the good crew guys, with the good cars, with the good setups, with all the stuff.
Kunz's notebook.
With Keith Kunz's notebook. He's won every race except for this one, I think.
Yep.
But midgets isn't exactly like sprint cars. I think these guys, Loyette's over there, hired guy. They hire people to drive their cars, as far as I know. Logan Seavey, their team, they're hired guys. Dave Step is awesome. That was Tanner Thorson. Tanner Thorson is one of the best in a midget. Won the Chili Bowl. I don't think last year, maybe the year before. But me walking around the pit area with my GoPro, talking with my hand out, and people looking at me and judging me. But you know what? I don't care, because my YouTube channel is very important to me, because it is kind of now one of the most consistent paychecks I have. I get paid every race I race. I get a percentage of the purse, and I haven't been racing a bunch. So these guys over here, I don't know, it's kind of a hired driver. I think the team works together, and they might rent out a car. Typically, to rent somebody's car, it's $5,000 a night plus crash expenses, which that could get expensive. So it's 300 grand to rent a car, but that doesn't include getting to the racetrack. and we race all over the country. Thanks to Dave Estep, I get to race all over the country because that's one of the most expensive parts of this whole thing is the travel, the hotels, the pit passes, and the gas money. The biggest bill I have on the year is my gas bill. I didn't bring my apparel trailer here because it's a 4.5 hour drive. My truck gets 9 miles to the gallon. I have to go 60 miles an hour. And it just isn't worth it if I can't sell $1,000 worth of shirts. Well, last year we brought it, and I think we did $250. And I try to give my girlfriend something, you know, because she's over there selling shirts. And it just ain't all what it's cracked up to be. I'm not a rich man, but if doing what you love to do makes you rich, then I'm one of the richest guys around. And I get to do it with people that I love to do it with. Dave and Chuck and Lacey. I mean, that's like my family now. The things I've put Dave through to go racing, and he just keeps enduring it and letting me come back, and we have a lot of fun. Well, we're at Wayne County, and this is the whole track. It is an 1/8 mile, and it is tiny. All right. So don't forget to leave a comment down below on what you think about what I just said. Midget racing isn't exactly like sprint car racing, where a lot of times people are hired drivers. They show up, they get a percentage of the purse, and they go do good work. Midgets is a lot of parents who have a lot of faith in their kids, and they want to give their kids the best opportunity to be a race car driver. So I'm not hating. Super jealous over here. I'm like one of the oldest guys in the pits because it took me a long time to get where I'm at. But you know what? I'm here and I'm loving it, and it's race day, so I'm living my best life. And hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm out. I don't know how brave or smart it is of me to do this, but I was talking about the state of midgets a little bit. You know, if your dad has some money, you can go over there, spend it, have a crash course on all the good setups and all the good. What is your thoughts on this?
Yeah, but what the difference in our families doing it like we did, because I know I pissed away a lot of my dad's money. The difference in all that is we learned.
Yeah.
We now have something that we can take and we can build that race car. You can build your car. You have setup information. You have knowledge. You have something. They have nothing but a receipt for a lot of money. They didn't learn nothing. They didn't own nothing. They have nothing invested except time.
Time, yep.
Driving up and down the road to the next racetrack.
Yep.
Which is cool. Like, whatever, if you're trying to get the NASCAR, like, that's your vendetta.
Like I said, you know, I wish, I'm just jealous, you know, because I wish I had that opportunity, because I don't, but I now have a great opportunity, so I'm taking the best of it, you know what I mean? And
it's all what you're trying to do in life. And I'm like, my kid's 3 now, or almost 3. What am I going to do with him? I don't know. Yeah. I don't even know if he wants to drive a race car, for one. But if he does, like, what do I do? Yeah. Do I do it the same way my dad did so we can get to here? Yeah. And well, fortunately, you're already leaps and bounds ahead of where you guys started. Yeah. Now, because we know, like, I now know shit. Yes. When me and my dad started, we literally did not know a flying fucking thing. Yeah. And I mean, that costs money. It does. It, like, I gave 10 years of me and my dad going to the racetrack, putting money in. You know, our first midget was $20,000. Nowadays, what do you think a midget costs? If you build what it takes to go compete, all brand new, you're $90,000. $90,000. It's, what is it? Toyota's $65,000 brand new, and you can get a billet one or the cast one, and they're the same motor. One's lighter than the other. What, SR11's 45? I think so. Yeah, 45. I think when Tim comes out with his, it's going to be right in between those two. It has to be. The parts alone cost that. Yeah, and you know, the expense of it all, it's crazy. Hey, we got a good driver's meet. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. I'm trying to give you some knuckles. And good luck tonight. Go meet the drivers. Let's go meet the drivers. Oh, they're over here. Very good point on, what you come away with out of this deal. And when I'm all done here, I'm going to take this camera, my hands, my wrenches, and my knowledge of how to fab, how to build stuff, how to work on shocks, and I'm going to make money setting up somebody's car right here.
4 o'clock hit serial, we'll open that up with a red flag. And